All right, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Jen. Yeah, I came to win. Yeah, Jesus died. What? For my sins. It's Ginger, like the spice. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ginger, Ginger Edwards, and yes, my first name is still Ginger like the spice. That's why if you hear me say I'm Ginger like the spice, it's like my tagline because people are like Ginger like the spice. I'm like, yeah, like the spice you use in the kitchen. So here I am. I want to say that for the past month or so, a little over a month, or like a month ago, I posted a couple of videos and some stuff on TikTok and Instagram, and I was talking about just a little bit about me and about like my current like journey that I'm on, which was dealing with like an anxiety disorder and dealing with um like perfectionism and all those kinds of things while also following my dreams and still like pushing myself to grow and whatever and not letting it stop me and finally addressing it and really taking the time to like be like girl, that's you got to work on yourself. But we always have to work on ourselves, but like I got to work on myself. So I am here and I'm like I didn't want to I had all these videos and like some of these videos I was just gonna like start posting. Like I have one with like some dance stuff. I have one with some music stuff, and I have like different videos that I wanted to like get into posting. But also too, I didn't want to just like start posting stuff and like act like I just never like I never left. So I kind of want to do a little recap a little bit because I said that the whole point of this channel was like share my journey and it was like share like what I'm going through to kind of like a video diary thing for myself, but also to inspire others. So this is what I kind of want to sit here and do. I am currently as I'm filming this video, it's May, and the last time I posted a video on my YouTube channel or even on my Instagram and TikTok was like early April, like March, early April, end of March, early April. And then I was like, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna post 3 days a week, right? And then I just like kind of fell off the face of the earth and didn't really post much or anything after that. And I want to say that there was a reason for that. I I wasn't just like, oh, I'm not gonna post no more. I'm like over it. Like, no, I really after posting that video, watching it, receiving. I'm trying to see if there's a spider. It better not be no spider on that wall. After posting like that, I had like some time where I'm like, okay, I need to really take time to be like to heal. I had to take time to heal. I had to take time to build my relationship with myself, with the Lord. And I'm still on that journey. So it's not like I'm just like, you won't see that part, but you'll see this. It's not that. It's just that I realized that I had to take a step back. And so a part of that taking step back was like a social media fast. I didn't do a total social media fast because, like, I didn't completely get off, but I did do a thing where majority of the day I wasn't on social media. Like I would fast to a certain time, just so that like my mornings and the early parts of my day wasn't so much focused on looking at others, seeing what other people are doing, because then I get into that comparison of like, oh my gosh, what's other people doing? What they got going on? So not being into that, and also not looking at like just not desire things and not see things and not be influenced by stuff on the internet. And so I wanted to take time to just read my Bible more, pray more, get into more fitness and exercising. And all this is like not like a I left for a month and just completely like changed my life and grew up like and had a whole glow up and like it's a steady thing that's going on. I do feel like I'm in a better place now than I was when I first, like when I posted my last two videos. The mind space I was then and the mind space I am in now has some similarities, but a lot of differences. So I am no longer um kind of super fragile. Like I really felt really fragile, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like sometimes you just it feels like things are going slipping through your hands, and I still have moments like that. But I was really in this very like sad you know, very closed off and stuff. And that doesn't mean I still don't get sad now. Yeah, I'm still very much in this, in the thick of things, but I feel like I can see the light, like the tunnel, say light at the end of the tunnel. I can start to see it, and I can start to kind of get my bearings, and I've been starting to kind of get my footing and stuff like that as well. So with all that being said, like I I will be sharing all those different parts of my journey, which will actually be a part of this video too. I just want to really be transparent. I don't, once again, like my video coming back. I don't want to say my first video because it's not my first video ever on my channel, but the video I posted about last month where I'm like, um, whatever. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, I forgot that video was called. But that video where I sat there and talked about like this is what I'm struggling with and this is what I'm going through. I very much I would say I very much like I was going through it, man. I was going through it and I'm still going through it, but I would say that I very much have been working on building better habits for myself, building more confidence, and I'm still, like I said, I'm still a work in progress, but I know that if I just keep on, pushing, keep on moving forward, keep on looking forward, that'll be fine. But I am sharing those videos because actually, as I'm sitting here talking, you should be seeing some of these videos now. Just different videos of where I recorded things, and I recorded some videos where it was like like kind of a morning in my life. I recorded some videos and stuff where it was like me doing a little bit of like dance fitness. I recorded some videos of me like how I relax, how I chill, and me playing some music. So I've recorded a little bit of everything, and I just did not know I didn't know what to post coming back. I really didn't. I'm like, as I'm sitting here recording this, like this video is going up today as I'm recording this. Like I've been editing the video, and I'm just like, it just kind of felt all over the place. And that's okay to be all over the place. I'm very much all over the place, and that's all right. But it very much felt all over the place. So I wanted to kind of give some cohesiveness here that I've been trying different things, falling, stumbling, getting back up, working on myself. Some days I get out of the bed, other days I don't. Some days I cry all day. Some days I'm like thugging it out. I'm like, I'm cool. I'm chilling. Ain't nothing gonna get to me. Some days felt fragile. Some days I felt strong. Some days I felt in between. Some days I felt nothing and neutral and kind of like, merp, but like I'm learning that this is just life. Like this is the roller coasters of life, and that it affects everyone differently. For me, I think a little more deeply about them, where I'm like, oh my gosh, life is like this. But come to the understanding that this is life, this is how things are. And I would say this, I don't want to ever hold my art back by not wanting to show that, like I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna show me being a mess. I'm not gonna show, this or that. Like I don't want to get into that. So I had to step back, and I still recorded when I felt inspired to record, but I also let myself sit back and be vulnerable and have moments of intimacy with just me and the Lord, me with myself, and just kind of going through the struggle and taking some of the dopamine out of it. Like taking that like urge to scroll on social media all the time. I had to take that out of it. And when you take certain things that like are distractions, or certain things that keep you busy for hours, like mindlessly maybe for hours, you start to realize like you are confronted with things that are uncomfortable for you. You are confronted with boredom. You are confronted with negative feelings. You are confronted with a mindset. You are confronted, and faced with things where you were like, oh, that's not a oh like at first it was in the back of your mind. Now those things, because you don't have no distractions, you're not just swiping or just whatever. Now those things start to come into the forefront, and you start to realize that like you start to understand your relationship with yourself. You start to understand that there are some things that I haven't addressed, and there's some things that I really need to address, because if I don't address these things, they're going to become a problem later. And that because I haven't addressed these things, this is why I have these problems. This is why I have certain issues. This is why I'm struggling with certain things. And there's always, like, this is life. There's going to be struggles, there's challenges, there's all of that. But also, like, understanding that there are certain things that we need to address within ourselves, that we're making excuses for, that we're not facing, that are impacting our lives and creating negative patterns, whether it be negative thought patterns, negative financial patterns, negative whatever type of patterns. So me, I don't want to continue, like at church we always talk about, don't leave the way you came. I don't want to leave this journey the way I started it. I want to leave better and leave different. I want to leave in growth. And of course, there's this quote, I can't remember who said it, but he was like, at the end of a valley is always a mountain, and vice versa. Like at the mountaintop, oh, at the top of a mountain is always like another, the start of another mountain or like a valley. I can't remember the whole quote, but like that visualization that you check something off the list, or you like, okay, this no longer bothers me. I no longer have these patterns. I no longer have this habit. I no longer do this. I no longer do that. And then you start to come to realize, like, oh, but dang, I got these 15,000 other things over here that I need to address. So that's life, that it's like a roller coaster, and that as you check off things and as you grow, that growth can look, you can go up, might have to step back, you might have to rock it up a few steps and then come back down. Like, it's just, but constantly moving forward. That's one thing I would say. If you visualize like a roller coaster, where some days are up, some days are down, some days are just fast, some days are revving up, or whatever. But the thing is, the roller coaster is always moving forward. It's leaving the station to go to the next station before it, goes again. And so that's kind of what I've been kind of thinking about. Let me tell you, I went to Universal Studios and Disney World. I miss it. If y'all want to see them pictures, let me know, because I was taking pictures of Minnie Mouse and Daisy, and I've never officially said this, but yeah, I'm engaged. Like, I never have I never officially said this, but I'm engaged, y'all. I'm getting married. Like, I'm getting married. I'm planning a wedding right now, which is very exciting, and I love him. I love he. And so that's my man. And he's very like supportive and all those kinds of things. I was just like, I don't know if I want to put that out there and let people know. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm glad to meet someone who loves me for me, and I love him for him. But that's beside the point. Well, it's not beside the point. It's the part of the journey. It's a part of the journey. But I will say that I'm very excited to be back. I really missed y'all, and I know it's like, at the recording of this video, I have 119 subscribers, right? And I know in the future I'll reach other people and build an audience, and we build a community and all that. I'm very excited for that. But I will say this, I did miss y'all. And I really think I really enjoy sharing. If you know me in my real life, for those people who are watching who know me in my real life, they know I enjoy sharing. I enjoy sharing my journey, sharing my personality. I enjoy talking. I enjoy learning. I enjoy being right. I enjoy being wrong. Not as wrong as much. I like to be right, but we just we just been honest. But I enjoy learning and all those kind of things. So with that being said, this is just a little culmination of what I've been going through. Just honestly, the ups and downs. And I really had to be in a place of like isolation. I had to really like isolate and kind of just, cocoon like a butterfly, and really had to be by myself, and really had to take some time to step away and to not necessarily be posting, because what I realized was this: when I recorded that video for y'all, I was at the beginning of my journey, and I had still gotten to this mindset of divide, conquer, 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 work, work, work. And I didn't fix the problem. It was work, work, work. Okay, produce, produce, produce. But it's like, but I thought you said you were going to take this journey to really like work on your anxiety, to really, and like you producing and distracting yourself with more work is not going to lead to anything but burnout again. So yeah, so it's just like, I don't want to be in that space anymore. I want to create healthy habits that are long lasting. As someone who's impatient, I am, as someone who's impatient, and working on gaining patience and working on those fruits of the spirit, I am very much working on taking my time and taking one step at a time. And that sometimes you gotta just stop to go. Like, excuse me, sometimes you gotta stop to go. Everything is not always instant. Everything is not always rushed. Everything is not always go, 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 go. like it's just not, you know, and that is okay. Like my pastor says, sometimes you got to have a setback to have a setup. So I had to have a setback a little bit to slow myself down so that, the Lord knew I needed to slow down and step back and take care of myself and really honor the Sabbath, really honor that rest because, yeah, I don't have no problem working. Love to work. I like to work. I like to be busy. The issue is sometimes I don't know when to rest. So that's what I'm working on. But I'm very happy to be back here creating. Funny enough, like creating this video and creating these videos again and putting myself back out there and sharing this stuff again doesn't feel like I'm forced. I feel like I'm here to share. And I love that. I love that the vibe of this is like I'm here documenting this, not because I have to, because I don't have to. I mean, I can go do something else, but I'm documenting this because I want to, because I really want to have a community. I really want to have a connection. And it's funny because, like, sometimes with me, it's like I've been trying not to force stuff, y'all. I'm trying not to, but I want to. I really want to have a community online with positive people sharing our journeys. When I say positive people, not that we have to always be like everything's great and perfect and not that kind of positivity, but just like where we're like, yeah, I'm going through struggles, but then at the same time, I know that I can make it, or that if you feel like you're going through struggles, you feel like you can't make it, let somebody else can encourage you to let you know that you can make it because you can make it, you can do it. So yeah, that's kind of just all I really wanted to. That's all I really want to do here. That's all I really want to have here. I'm still chasing my dreams and figuring that out, and that is still a journey as I'm figuring that out. As I go through that, I will continuously share like what's going on with that. Right now, once again, my career slash like stuff like that. I guess my career is the best word. My career stuff is kind of it's in an incubator. Okay, I'm cooking stuff. I'm cooking things up. I'm creating things and working on taking that next step, and then learning to not be scared that I am not concerned about other people's opinions or how other people feel about my journey. And that's something for those of you who are people pleasers. Like I'm working on not being a people pleaser anymore, to be kind, to be loving, but to not always have to be like nice. You know what I'm saying? That I can be kind and loving and gentle and like show love and those things, but I don't have to cater. I'm not people pleasing because there's only one person I'm trying to please. There's only one person I'm trying to please, and that's God. And that no one else really has to understand me. That I need to understand myself. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, those are the things that I'm just going through. And so here we are, all going through this, and going through it together. I talked to someone, uh, not yesterday, but the day before. We talked about accountability, fitness accountability, and how we're gonna like try to keep each other accountable. And so I think it's really nice to have a community like this where we can all keep each other accountable. And that's what I want because I need it. I do. And I know some other people need it too. Accountability where we can all come together and be like, hey, did you post your art? Hey, you been working on your music? Hey, you been working on your dance? Hey, you been working on, I don't know, whatever y'all work on. You working on your sewing? You working on your basket weaving? How's it coming? Supporting each other, supporting our passions, our dreams, and our goals, and supporting each other, making art, supporting each other, following our dreams, chasing our dreams. Because you can follow your dreams. You can do a lot. You can do anything, but you cannot do everything. And that's what I'm learning. You can do anything, but you cannot do everything. That you do have to, prioritize and things shift around and all that. And when I say you cannot do everything, like you have to like focus on things at a certain time, and then you can move on to some other things, and whatever. So with all that being said, this is just like I said, a little recap of just kind of where I've been for the past month and kind of my mindset and stuff. And it will continue to unfold as we go. Like I said, this is a journey, not a destination. I'm going through it one day at a time. And yeah, I mean that's where I'm at, and I'm happy to be here, and I think I'm happy to finally talk to myself and talk to others and be like, I don't have this stuff figured out. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm just taking it one day at a time. And that people like, they'll ask me questions, and I've been working on being okay with being like, I don't know yet, but I'll let you know when I figure it out. Because sometimes when I don't have the answers, I feel like, oh, I don't have the answers. Oh, I got to give my answer. Be okay with being like, I'm not sure. Hey, what are you gonna do about this? Or hey, how's this gonna go? Or and be like, you know what? I'm not sure. I need time, but I will let you know. I will get back to you. Or be like, what do you think? Like, what are your thoughts on it? You know? Being okay with not being okay, being okay with not having all the answers, and being okay with being vulnerable. I mean, what are they gonna do? Use your vulnerability against you? That's weak. That's a weak move to use your vulnerability against you. You are struggling with mental health and you are struggling with confidence. Let's use that against you. Be careful because there are people that will use it against you. They will use it against you. So do be careful who you share stuff with. Me, I got anxiety. I go to therapy. People gonna talk anyway. I'm like, gosh, she has anxiety and she's going to therapy and she's struggling. Like this speaks more about who you are than it speaks about who I am. So I would say that living unapologetically, not apologizing when you need to apologize because you're like sometimes you're wrong and you need to apologize, but not apologizing for who you are and going through what you're going through, and not apologizing for doing things that are best for you. Okay, yes, help others. Yes, we're supposed to be servants and disciples, absolutely. But also understand that, like, the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. How can you show love to your neighbor if you don't show love to yourself? You do have to think about that. And God loves you, and Jesus loves you, and the Holy Spirit loves you. He wants to dwell within you. So, with all that being said, and once again, I am a believer of Jesus Christ. So if you don't want to hear about Jesus Christ and the Lord, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to talk about him because in all my ways, I'm going to be acknowledging him. I'm not going to deny. I don't want to deny him. I don't want to deny him. Then he'd be like, okay, Jen, I'm going to be denying them prayers, girl. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm, although the Lord has so much grace and mercy. Like I can't even begin to fathom or think about how much grace and mercy and love he has for us. All the things we think about him, like, he has so much grace and so much mercy, and we assume so much about God without really knowing him, how loving he is, how much grace he gives, how patient he is with us, how he doesn't judge us the way we judge ourselves and the way we judge others. So yeah. But with all that being said, thank y'all for coming here to my ramble. This was very much giving podcasty vibes. I really loved it. You see my little shoulder shake? This is very much giving podcast vibes, and I really miss the little podcast type stuff. But I want to let you know this. I'm not gonna put myself in the box no more. At first, I'm like, I'm only gonna do podcasts on my channel. No, y'all gonna see some podcasts. I'm gonna drop some music. Y'all might see me dancing. I was doing Just Dance. I did 32 minutes of Just Dance today, y'all. Yeah, girl was doing her fitness dance. I was doing creative fitness. Bam. I'm gonna show y'all some videos of that if y'all want to see it. But anyway, I am done here. I will see y'all next time. My goal. Okay, here we go. How many videos are gonna post a week? I'm gonna post weekly for sure. My goal right now, is to post like 2 long videos, like long form videos on YouTube a week, and then some shorts throughout the week, a couple of shorts or something on Instagram and TikTok. My goal is to show up and see y'all at the minimum once a week on every platform. Just that minimum once a week, you know. And I want to really prioritize like YouTube because I like the long form content, because I feel like on YouTube we can hang out. But that doesn't mean we can't hang out on Instagram and TikTok. I just got to figure out what that looks like. But right now on YouTube, I know we can hang out. And then Instagram and TikTok will be like, hey, come to the YouTube, or, you know, some videos of yourself. I'm not going to put myself in a box. We're going to take it one day at a time and just go like that. So, you know, turn the notifications on, like and subscribe if you want to see what's going on here. Please, please comment. Don't ever feel like you can comment. Even if you disagree, be like, girl, I disagree. I think blah blah blah. Share your perspective, because I want to hear perspectives. I want to hear what you think and what you're feeling, because your perspective, like, you could really share something that could be so valuable to others. Not negativity for negativity's sake, but like sharing, like, no, I disagree. I think that you should blah blah blah, and you should da da da. I'm here to learn, just like we all are. So with that being said, which I've said about 15,000 times, once again, I am a talker. And it's like, I always say I'm a talker because I am coming to terms with, I'm a what do they call me? A verbal processor. I'm a talker. I love to talk, and I'm not ashamed of it. I used to be ashamed of it. I used to be told you talk too much. It's not for everyone, but that's just me. So anyway, with that being said, I love you guys. Kisses. I feel like I always do kisses at the end of my videos because I want to show y'all some love. Little kisses back. But I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Once again, this will probably be my thumbnail. Click, click, click. Bam. Let's do it this way because the lamp was trying to blind me out on the other lens. All right, y'all. Bye. Stop chasing money. Upward mobility, feel like I'm constantly fighting my sanity, cause I'm a strict routine trying to get out of screen. Capital is a thing, feeling like a machine trying to get out of steam. Upward mobility, feel like I'm constantly fighting my sanity, cause I'm a strict routine trying to get out of screen. Capital is a thing, feeling like a machine trying to get out of steam. Upward mobility, feel like I'm constantly fighting my sanity, cause I'm a strict routine trying to get out of screen. Capital is